Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a story of what if Naruto mastered Kurama's chakra early. What if Naruto had gained control over Kyuubi's chakra during the month of the training for the finals of the Chunin exams. What if Jiraiya taught Naruto more than summoning watches? Naruto takes the whole world by storm with near unstoppable power and unmatched potential, but the chips are down and it's all or nothing against hidden threats and godlike enemies. Will he survive? Before we start, thank you for all of the support, it really means a lot to me. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like and check the description for the creator of this great fanfic. So, let us start. Chapter 10. Valley of the End. Part 3. Disclaimer. Got a girlfriend. End of the world is coming. Summoning Jutsu. 4 huge plumes of smoke erupted from either side of valley, blocking out the sunlight for the people straining their eyes to see. As the smoke disappeared, 4 mammoth creatures stood tall on each side of the valley. 2 toads, both red, sat crouched, ready to pounce on the set of purple snakes that lay coiled on the other side of the land gap. I see why you summoned me, Naruto, stated the Gameiken, his club already in hand. I will do my best, but I am quite clumsy. Ken, stop that, you're more graceful than Bunta is, stated Naruto. I heard that, brat, shouted said toad, confusing the onlookers. With the retrieval team, that's Gamabunta and the toad Naruto summoned during the Chunin exams, exclaimed Kiba, surprised to see 2 huge, legendary beasts. Their opponents are even more startling. Orochimaru and Manda, the snake boss, stated Shino from his position next to Sasuke, where he kept his insects draining the Uchiha's chakra. To think, anyone would stand up to Orochimaru-sama, stated a wary Karen. Well, Naruto-kun was the most stubborn of all of us, guess we shouldn't be too surprised, stated Ino, getting an odd look from Shino and Shikamaru. He did fight a Biju after all. The fight, even now brat, you mock me with your petty existence. Just like your miserable father and mother, shouted Orochimaru, his rage contained well beneath a mask of calmness. It was a surprise to everyone when it was Gameiken who spoke first. Do not insult and sully their names with your foul tongue. They were both head and shoulders above you. Foolish toad. You are not even the boss of your clan and yet you speak to my summoner in such a way. You will die here today, along with that brat on your back, shouted the snake to the side of Manda. I've had enough of this for one day. Ken, shock and awe, shouted Naruto as he created a clone beside himself. Got it. Lightning style, Toad Bolt Jutsu. Wind style, Great Breakthrough. Water style, Grand Collision Wave. Toad Collaboration style, Toad God Thunderstorm, shouted the 2 Narutos and Gameiken at once. The lightning bolt that came from Gameiken's mouth surged through the water of Grand Collision Wave and powered forward by the wind of Great Breakthrough, resulting in a beam of electrified water that slammed into the smaller snake, barely missing Manda and forcing Kabuto off of his summon. The smaller snake dispersed back to its summon realm. Where has the child gained such power? He's already defeated the Sound 4, he killed Suigetsu, put down my new body, and took out my second best summon. I'll kill that goddamned brat, snarled Orochimaru mentally. Manda, take out the toads. With pleasure, stated Manda before he burrowed into the ground. Ken, I'm going to go take down Kabuto, help Bunta beat the snake, stated Naruto as he took a running start and leapt of the toad's head, over the canyon and towards the traitorous Kabuto. Retrieval team, Naruto. No, shouted Ino as she watched Naruto dive bomb off of the mammoth toad, over the canyon. Ino, he's going to be alright, his trajectory will land him on the other side with plenty of room to spare, stated Shikamaru, who himself was in awe of the controlled insanity that was Naruto Uzumaki. It's like he has no fear of death, just a healthy respect for it. Jiraiya versus Orochimaru. That brat is quite impressive, even with him constantly thwarting my plans. Perhaps I shall use him as my next vessel, stated Orochimaru, taunting Jiraiya from the top of Manda. Hey, you have no clue. He wouldn't join you and you don't have the willpower to take him over, stated Jiraiya. Perhaps, but will can be broken, stated Orochimaru with a sickly sweet voice that made the hairs on the back of Jiraiya's neck rise. Now, I'll let Kabuto end him, while I finally kill you. Focus on your own fight, stated Gameiken as he slammed into Manda with his shield. Naruto. As Naruto descended towards Kabuto's position, he started spinning, his sword held across his face, one hand on the handle, the other holding the full circle cutout. His spin caused the legendary Kubikiribocho to turn into a vicious fan blade of death as he got closer to his target. Kabuto was shocked to see the daring maneuver by the rookie Jonin. He really had to give the blonde credit. It took balls to jump off of a giant toad, over a canyon and attack him. Kabuto waited till the last second to dodge, jumping far away from the impact site. His eyes nearly left his skull as the rotating blonde released his blade, timed perfectly so the massive slab of metal headed right for the still airborne Kabuto. Impossible. He was spinning too fast for any kind of accuracy. Shouted Kabuto in his head as he did his best to maneuver around the giant blade, only slightly succeeding as the blade sliced through his left side, nicking his kidney. Shit. I need to heal. Wait, what? Ah. Everyone froze as the blood-curdling scream broke the air. Everyone looked over to see the legendary Kubikiribocho flying back towards Naruto's awaiting hand, covered in blood, and with a glowing purple chain attached to the hilt, which ran back to Naruto's sleeve. Okay, absolutely no clue how I did that, I'll figure it out later. Thought Naruto with a calm expression. The brat. Those are the Uzumaki chains. Shouted Orochimaru through gritted teeth. What next? Does that little shit know the Hiraishin too? No. Stated Jiraiya suspiciously. But I don't know that for sure. He's your student Baka. How can you not know? Shouted Orochimaru, but before he could get an answer, a spiked club came down on the top of Manda's head, the snake Sanin barely jumping out of the way before his summon departed to his realm to heal. Hopefully that killed him. Good work Ken, let's have a drink. And with that, the two toads left, knowing their job was done. Meanwhile, while Orochimaru looked disbelievingly at Jiraiya, who continued to astound the snake man with his sheer stupidity, Kabuto was hunched over holding his side and pumping chakra into the gaping wound on his side. I know you can heal yourself, but can you heal from when chakra cuts? Probably. After all, you're Orochimaru's bitch. Stated Naruto as he slowly gathered water chakra. This was all just a diversion. I know you have a secret weapon in hiding back there, over in the tree line, and even if they do come out. Hidden mist jutsu. Retrieval team, what is this jutsu? Sakura said that they fought in it before, but I've never seen it used by anyone else. Stated Kiba, I asked my father about it. Stated Shino. He said that Kiri ninja, particularly the seven swordsmen of the mist, use it to conceal movement. It has been said that the best, namely Kushimaru Kuriarer and Zabuza Momochi, could sometimes block out sound, sight, and even other chakra signatures. I couldn't sense his chakra when I fought him. It makes sense now though. Stated Neji. While I'm not the most skilled in it, I am aware of my surroundings. That was blocked off when he used this mist. I'm still confused as to what he did with that sword. What was that chain he had attached to it? Asked Choji. Master Orochimaru said they were chakra chains. Stated Karen from the back of the group, gaining their attention. Where have I heard that before? Naruto's fight, how can this mist be so damn thick? I don't understand, this is unreal, it's like it's physically holding me back. Thought Kabuto as he tried to gain his bearings. I can't see at all, and I can't hear anything. I can't even sense his chakra signature. Out of darkness, out of night. The demon has returned, come back to fight. And with that fight you will never again see light. Where is he? I can't even smell him. 1. 2. Your senses betray you. This killer intent. It's unreal. Thought Kabuto as he barely managed to stand. Suddenly a sharp pain met his side. Looking to see what it was, he panicked seeing his wound had been reopened. I didn't even feel the blade. 3. 4. Here comes some more. Kabuto's other side split open in a new rush of blood. I need to heal, or I'm going to die. 5. 6. There's a limit of what you can fix. Another slash, this one to his upper back. 7. 8. Death is a traitor's fate. Kimimaro. 9. 10. Clang. Naruto's blade was kept from slicing Kabuto in half by a spear of bone. The blonde retreated into the mist, observing the new foe. That worked, at least now his buddy is out in the open. Wait. Is that a shit? The mist started to move away from the two white-haired men due to the influx of chakra from the newcomer. Deciding to just release the mist, figuring it would be useless to keep it going, he cut the chakra to it. How many of you curse seal bastards are there? Questioned Naruto loudly. Kit. You're low on your chakra, start using mine and end this now. How much can I use? Go to 20 and kill the medic, then finish off the bone user. You're pathetic. Why Orochimaru-sama thinks of you as his best soldier, I will never understand. Stated Kimimaro. His skills are far from what my data shows. He must be growing stronger at an unheard of rate. Stated Kabuto. He killed off the Sound 4, killed Suigetsu and defeated Sasuke who had just activated the second level of the curse mark. Also his sword skills are vast and unpredictable. I will decide that for myself. Stated Kimimaro, entering the second level of his curse mark. Let's see just how strong he is. Quote. I see that you also have that damn curse mark. But I can tell you're stronger than the other 5 users of defeated. Stated Naruto before red chakra burst out of him, looking like he was encased in wicked flames. Naruto drew his sword from his back. Let's see how much stronger. The dinosaur-like Kimimaro reached to his shoulders and drew out 2 long bones before settling into deep stance that caught Naruto's attention. There's no way that stance is built around speed. Quickness and a lot of power maybe, but not speed. Thought Naruto before blurring out of the curse mark warrior's vision, only to feel his upper back sliced down to the bone shield. So fast. Almost as fast as Orochimaru-sama. And he cut me. How is that possible? My skin is as hard as tempered steel when I'm this foe. Ah! Shouted the Kagaya as he felt his bicep sliced down to the bone. He's hurting Kimimaro. But that's impossible, no blade should be able to just slice his skin, thought Kabuto as he continued to heal. I'm not even fully healed yet and I'm already getting low on chakra. Meanwhile, Naruto was having thoughts of his own. How tough is this guy? I destroyed Sasuke when he used that mark, but this guy is barely wounded after 2 near-fatal hits. Forgetting the thought momentarily, he continued the plan and moved as fast as his body could go, aiming to decapitate the medic, only for his blade to be stopped by a familiar chunk on bone. What? That's the fastest I've ever moved, and he blocked it. Avoiding the follow-up strike, Naruto dodged back from the bone user, only to have to dive away to avoid a chakra slash from Kabuto. He processed to block a slash from Kimimaro with the flat of his sword, spinning on his heel. He drove his foot into the medic's side, sending him a distance away before disengaging from the bone user and sweeping the sword around and narrowly missing Kimimaro, who dodged back just in time. Naruto was about to go on the offensive when he felt a swell of negative emotions from behind him. He gripped his sword with both hands and swung, hitting the approaching medic with the broad side of the sword before spinning back around, grabbing a bone spear that was inches from his chest and using all his strength, throwing the bone user over his shoulder and into Kabuto. I see, the pest is back. Guess you're just like I thought. A parasite that hides behind his strong allies when the doing gets tough. Oh well. Stated Naruto evenly, hiding his true emotions. Those 2 are going to be hard to take down. The bone user is hard to hurt and fast to act, all the while Kabuto can heal himself and others. I can't believe I have to use this. Suddenly, there were 10 Narutos, each in chakra cloak, each had a Kubikiribocho and each looked pissed. I was going to offer surrender. But I guess that's out of the question. Before Kabuto even had a chance to reply, he was forced to dodge 2 blades, one going for his knees, the other for his throat. Kimimaro was in a similar situation as he was dodging and blocking the strikes of 5 Zanbato-wielding blondes. Both were being cut up bad before the clones around Kimimaro disappeared, leaving a cloud of chakra smoke behind. The moment felt like it lasted for hours as time slowed to a crawl. Rasengan. Jiraiya. The fight between Jiraiya and Orochimaru had devolved into little more than a staring match, both unwilling to use their respective trump cards. Jiraiya didn't because Sage Mode took too long to prepare and would leave him in no shape to help Naruto should he need it. Orochimaru because he knew once he brought out his sword Jiraiya would use his sealing to take it away as he almost did last time they fought, and he didn't have the Edo Tensei prepared. Seems we once again face an impasse. Wouldn't you say, Orochimaru? The snake man snarled at his old teammate before looking across the canyon to his 2 best men, just on time to see the blonde use that damn shadow clone. To be able to send the beast's chakra to 10 clones at once. He truly is a cut above the rest. Even Sasuke will be no match for him. Damn Minato, damn him for both his infernal children. How's it feel to know that both his sons are stronger than you will ever be? Stated Jiraiya, getting another snarl from the snake Sanin. Just so you know, he is going to kill the bone user and most likely the medic too. Kimimaro is already dying, and there's no way to prevent it. I've already set up multiple ways for his bloodline to move on. Kabuto will not fall to his mindless tactics, stated Orochimaru as he watched the bone user struggle against the clones attacking. There isn't a better tactical mind in the world than his, stated Jiraiya proudly. The plans he comes up with are foolproof and ingenious. Rasengan. Naruto Kimimaro didn't have time to react when the blonde appeared in front of him. A purple ball of chakra spiraling in his hand, before the blonde slammed it into Kimimaro's chest, as it instantly started grinding into torso, ripping the skin away and grinding painfully though his rib cage before the bone user flew back and hit the ground with a loud thud, entrenching as he plowed through earth, his body now limp. Kabuto stood shocked as he watched Kimimaro defeated. What? Suddenly, bones grew wildly around them as Kimimaro's voice echoed through the area. I will kill you if it's the last thing I do for defying Lord Orochimaru. Dead bone forest. Naruto acted quickly and ran as far away as he could, spires of bone shooting up behind him as he pushed his speed to the limit. He had no clue how fast he was moving, or how far he had run. He just knew not to stop. Suddenly, the bones stopped growing from the ground. Naruto continued to put room between himself and the forest, knowing he could still be killed if he looked too soon. As soon as he felt he had moved far enough away to be safe, he turned around, shocked to find that he had traveled almost a mile in less than 10 seconds, the bone forest less than 50 feet away from him. To think, he was that strong. To make this with his dying breath, stated Naruto in awe. Kit. He's coming, and fast. His power is still climbing, use the burp. Shouted Kurama from inside of Naruto. We need a better name for it. Thought Naruto before fathering as much of Kurama's chakra to his throat as he could. Another bone sprouted up in front of Naruto, who dodged back just in time to avoid his skull being pierced by a bone spear. Naruto landed in a crouch, his throat swelling as he took aim at the curse mark warrior that was bearing down on him. Now, Jiraiya and Orochimaru, what's this power? I've never felt anything like it. Shouted Orochimaru as he felt the power rolling off of the blonde. Well Orochimaru, looks like the kid is done playing. Your shinobi are as good as dead. Stated Jiraiya. Orochimaru was about to retort when he witnessed the beam of pure, gold chakra escape the blonde's mouth, disintegrating everything in its path. Naruto unleashed the pure chakra, aimed true at his target, who simply evaporated the instant the attack touched him, as well as a good portion of the bone forest behind him, leaving a trench that formed a miniature canyon, nearly matching the valley it stood next to. Kabuto had gotten out of the way, and was now on the other side of the canyon, somehow crossing the expanse while Kimimaro took the attack. Time seemed frozen as everyone watched the attack plow through everything in its path, leaving nothing in its wake but destruction. Retrieval team, impossible. That amount of power should be impossible. Stated Shino, his Kikachu all terrified of the pure chakra that lingered in the air. Shikamaru simply nodded. His mind, for the first time he could remember, was blank. Neji and Choji were no different, they both simply stood in awe of the jutsu. Ino and Karen on the other hand, were scared. Similar thoughts running through their heads. How could someone so nice do something like that? Time restarted again when they watched as Naruto, his chakra still flaming around him, took off on a dead sprint towards Kabuto, clearing the canyon with apparent ease. As he drew closer to the white-haired ninja, he once again disappeared when he was only feet away from his target. Clang! Standing over Kabuto, two legendary swords clashed, the Kubikiribocho barely being held back by the Kunisagi of Orochimaru. But behind Orochimaru was Jiraiya, a kunai at the snake Sannin's throat. This was also the time that Sasuke regained full consciousness. The Dobi is holding back Orochimaru. That means that the Dobi is at least strong enough to stand his ground against him. Why should I go to Orochimaru when Dobi is just as strong? Even with that strange chakra, Dobi got that strong while serving Konoha. Itachi grew strong enough to kill the clan while serving, I'll do the same. Then I'll kill Itachi. Shit, Shino must be draining my chakra, I barely have enough for a Chidori. It's over Orochimaru. You move or Kabuto moves and I'll kill you. Stated Jiraiya. He was so focused on saving his subordinate that he didn't feel me right behind him. How important is this kid? Jiraiya. He's shown himself. Stated Naruto wearily before he stiffened up. I'm afraid you must release Orochimaru, Jiraiya. My organization is still in need of him. Stated the new voice from behind Naruto, who held a kunai at the young Jonin's throat. Itachi. Stated Jiraiya as he locked eyes with the young man holding his student hostage. Ironic. Naruto is being held at knife point by his older brother. Wait. His hair isn't as dark as it used to be. Did he find the seal? Naruto. Slowly lower your sword and back into Itachi. Itachi, if you could allow Naruto to move away from these two, we can get somewhere. Itachi nodded and Naruto removed his blade, slowly backing up into the Rouge Uchiha. There's something else going on here. Akatsuki wouldn't risk a Jinchuriki to save someone who betrayed them. And Jiraiya is too trusting, something isn't right. Funny, isn't it? You were ordered to protect me as Crow, and now you hold me at knife point as Itachi. Itachi froze slightly, he wasn't expecting that. I wasn't ordered to protect you as a child, I did so because I was your older brother. I am your older brother, and I must protect you, even if I have to hurt innocent people to do so. Sasuke watched the exchange in silence, not wanting the others to know that he was awake. Naruto is able to take on Orochimaru, and Itachi got behind him before he could even react. Just how strong are you, Itachi? Orochimaru and Kabuto both stood off to the side. Itachi still had Naruto held hostage and Jiraiya looked extremely conflicted. Now that this matter has been resolved, stated Itachi, releasing Naruto, who smoothly moved to Jiraiya's side. I will escort these two a safe distance away. Until next time, Konoha ninja. Time skip, so he just left? Questioned Sarutobi, looking over the report. Of course he had watched the whole thing in his crystal ball, but at that range it was fuzzy and there was no sound. The only ones left in the office were Naruto, Jiraiya, Shikamaru, and Shino. Ino, Choji, Kiba, and Neji had been relieved to rest while Sasuke was currently in the hospital's prisoner infirmary under Anbu watch along with the chakra-exhausted Karen and the still unconscious Tayuya. Yes. But it would make sense, two traitors looking after each other. Stated Jiraiya, getting a contemplating look from Sarutobi. Yes, that would make an amount of sense. Stated Sarutobi, his pipe never leaving his mouth. Shikamaru, Shino. You both did an effective job leading, maximizing your strength, even if you only had to capture without any fighting. Well done the both of you. You are dismissed for now, report in the morning for your next assignments. The two simply nodded and left. Naruto. What do you believe should be done with Sasuke? As his ex-teammate and having the most experience with him, I would like to know what you think. Stated Sarutobi. Well, Gigi. Stated a hoarse Naruto, his throat still damaged from his jutsu. I think death and life imprisonment are too extreme. We have no proof that he left of his own accord, and the only time he talked he had the curse mark active. I believe he should get 3 years probation, no promotions and Anbu monitoring for at least the first 6 months. Also, someone more experienced in sealing than Hitaki should shut that mark down permanently. All to it. The less of a connection Orochimaru has with the kid the better. Stated Jiraiya. Good. Naruto, I would send you to the hospital, but seeing as you will make it difficult, go to your home. You will need to report here in 2 days' time to assist in a confidential activity. Stated Sarutobi, a grandfatherly smile on his face. Naruto smiled back, then shot out the open window and into the night. Damn it. Now there's 2 of you that use my window as the door. What can I say? I've taught the kid well. Stated Jiraiya. Itachi is the Akatsuki agent assigned to capture Naruto. His partner is Kisame Hoshigaki. Good. Then Naruto should be safe. For now anyway. Stated Sarutobi. He's very much like his father, isn't he? Always growing at a remarkable rate. He just might take this hat by the time you two get back. What time do you expect Kakashi and the rest to get back? Questioned Jiraiya. Soon. Either in the morning or in the afternoon, stated Sarutobi. Now Jiraiya, before we get to anything else, I believe it's time to update the bingo book. Oto, damn him. Damn that fucking brat. Damn him, damn his father, damn his mother, damn his brother, and damn his entire bloodline. Shouted Orochimaru as he trashed the room he was currently in. Despite knowing better than to question his master when his rage was at its peak, Kabuto couldn't help but think out loud. But he doesn't have a brother. No one even knows who his parents are. Orochimaru, having heard the quiet comment, responded. Of course people know who his parents are. The brat can use Kushina's chakra chains and looks exactly like his father, that bastard who took my title of 4th Hokage away from me. And don't get me started on Minato's other brat, that half-blood Uchiha. I wish I could kill them all. Half-blooded Uchiha. But the only two Uchiha left are Sasuke and Itachi. But they're both Fugaku Uchiha's sons. Wondered Kabuto. No, Itachi is a bastard child that Minato and Makoto had together after a three-way. They hid it from the Uchiha clan so that the elders wouldn't exile get and kill the baby. Stated Orochimaru, finally beginning to cool down as he held up a book. Jiraiya used it as writing material in Volume 3. So Itachi is the 4th Hokage's firstborn son. But then why? Because as far as I know, Itachi and Sarutobi do not know. Danzo doesn't even know. The only ones who do, that are still alive, are Jiraiya, myself, maybe Kakashi, and now you know. Stated Orochimaru. He was delivered by Rin, Minato's Genin squad medic. But she died on a failed assassination in Kiri. So not even the third knows. Questioned Kabuto. I'm sure the old man has a suspicion. Minato Namikaze was the single most talented ninja to ever walk this earth. He was the youngest Kage ever elected at the age of 18 and was almost unstoppable on both the battlefield and intellectually. The fact that both Itachi and Naruto made it to solid Jonin level by the time they were 13 is no stroke of luck. That's why I want that blonde-headed brat dead so badly. Itachi is bad enough, I don't need one who is just as strong. Add them to the bingo book. Stated Orochimaru as he sat down. Uzumaki and who? Questioned Kabuto. Naruto Uzumaki and Sasuke Uchiha. Stated Orochimaru. If we reveal who he really is now we will find ourselves on the wrong side of Iwa for knowing before them and I don't want that midget snooping around. Uzumaki is now a low rank threat with kill on-sight orders and Sasuke is a C rank threat with capture alive orders. Naruto walked into his parents' home, happy that his day was over and that he could finally rest. Removing his sword and cloak, he leaned them against the counter as he prepared a light dinner. Naruto rummaged through the refrigerator, finding that everything was brand new. I took the liberty of restocking it. If Naruto hadn't been used to Jiraiya and Yamato doing their best to scare him during their trip, he would have violently reacted to such an unexpected intrusion. Fortunately, he did what the average civilian would do. Jumped backwards and almost had a heart attack. Sorry for startling you. With the way you sensed me at the valley, I assumed you would know I was sitting here. Stated the voice from the still darkness-cloaked area of the kitchen. What are you doing here? Asked Naruto as he flicked the light switch and the intruder came into view. Itachi Uchiha. Watch, review, eat paste and get laid. In that order, should I have Naruto leave for his training trip now, or have something happen? Thanks for listening. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like for more what ifs and support the author. See you guys in the next video.